अरविन्दाक्ष विमुक्तमानिनस् त्वयि अस्त भावद् अविशुद्धबुद्धयः त्वयि अस्त भावद् अविशुद्धबुद्धयः ये अन्ये अरविन्दाक्ष विमुक्तमानिना त्वयि अस्त भावद् अविशुद्धबुद्धयः श्रेण परं पदं ततः आरुह्य कृच्छ्रेण परं पदं ततः पतन्ति अधो अनादृतजुष्माद् आङ्घ्रयः ये अन्यरविन्दाक्ष. One may say that aside from devotees who always seek shelter at the lotus feet, there are those who are not devotees but who have accepted different processes for attaining salvation. What happens to them? In answer to this question, Lord Brahma and the other demigods said, O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their positions of imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. Repeating translation. Aside from devotees, there are many others non-devotees known as karmis, gyanis, or yogis, philanthropists, altruists, politicians, impersonalists, and voidists. There are many varieties of non-devotees who have their respective ways of liberation, but simply because they do not know the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, although they falsely think that they have been liberated and elevated to the highest position, they fall down. As clearly stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 9.3, Ashradhana Purusa Dharmasya Parantapa Aprapya Mamni Varutante Mruti Sansara Varutmani. Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and death in this material world. It doesn't matter whether one is a karmi, jnani, yogi, philanthropist, politician, or whatever. If one has no love for the lotus feet of the Lord, one falls down. That is the verdict given by Lord Brahma in this verse of the lotus feet and lotus eye and the transcendental body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna is the source of bestowing all the transcendental mercies. So fortunate are those who understand it. Unfortunate are those who cannot understand it because of their so-called material intelligence that do not allow them to understand the glories of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many people who takes different paths other than bhakti, other than the blessings from Lord. They believe in karma, or they believe in their achievements through speculations, through analytical knowledge, called Gyanis, or some others practices various yoga, pranayama, postures. So karmis, Gyanis or yogis, if they are not devotee of Krishna, they cannot realize the transcendental form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they cannot become devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead holy form. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila are the Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti के तार चारी परिचय. Supreme Personality of Godhead has 4 different kind of energies in Sandhini Shakti. Lord Krishna has, Supreme Personality of Godhead has 2 kind of energy. What are they? Antaranga, Bahiranga. Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti. And one more is Jiva Shakti. So this Jiva Shakti is in between. Bahiranga Shakti is the external manifestations. So in the Antaranga manifestations, all the 3, in the Antaranga manifestations, all the spiritual planets are maintained. In Bahiranga Shakti, all the material world, so you can see in this Golok chart, 3rd, 4th of the portion is 1/4 out of 4 part, 1 part is only material world. They are all maintained, created by Bahiranga Shakti. And above that are all Antaranga Shakti. Whether the place of pastime is Antaranga or Bahiranga. Antaranga is called the internal energy of Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is Sat Chit Ananda. That in short word you can analyze, I want to become happy always. So when you want to become happy, then you apply all of your knowledge to make yourself happy. So Ananda and knowledge to become Ananda is existing in everybody. And everybody is also desiring to be always happy. So I want to be always happy is the fundamental force of a living entity. And that is the fundamental principles. In absolute whole is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and present in complete absolute in all the spiritual planets. Brahmajati and all above. These are the Vaikuntha planets, various Vaikuntha planets. And this is Golok planet. So in all these planetary systems, what energy is available is Antaranga Shakti. So the same concept, I want to be always happy, is also present here. But what is the difference then? Difference is that the shelter, I want to be always happy, is not the truth. I want always to be happy means being knowledgeful that I have to be happy, and that also always I take shelter of, knowledge called Chit. I take shelter of real pleasure, who is the eternal treasure of all unlimited happiness, is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anandamaya Ghan is Krishna. So he is the living entity in spiritual world is aware of that, completely aware of that the source of happiness is Krishna, and that's why he has taken the shelter of Krishna. So his source is correct, Ananda. His process is correct. His knowledge is about Ananda, it's called meta knowledge, and knowledge is about the treasure who holds the pleasure potency, and the process to get Ananda. So the process of getting Ananda from Supreme Personality of Godhead is devotion, which is indirect process of getting happiness. Two processes, direct and indirect. Direct is through your own senses, called Pratyaksha Sukha. And Paraksha Sukha is by giving pleasure to Lord, you get the indirect happiness, by pleasing the senses of the Lord. Atmendriya priti vancha tare bali kama Krishnendriya priti vancha dhare prema nama. So when we try to please the senses of Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is called love. So the pleasure from love is the real pleasure, original pleasure, ultimate pleasure. All the devotees in Vaikuntha, Ajodhya, or Golak Vrindavan, so they release this eternal happiness. So being Anu Atma, Anu means the smallest portions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like water, whole water. And if you break it to smaller, and the smallest portion will be called as molecule or anu, smallest water. If you break it further, it will become 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Then that is no more water. That is hydrogen and oxygen. Similarly, when a living entity is the smallest particles of the absolute whole of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full in all the 3 potencies, Sat, Chit, Ananda. And living entity is a fragmental portions. So it has also the same quality. But its nature is that when it takes shelter of the Supreme Whole, or in other sense, when it is connected with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he can get the blessings of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Then he can always be happy, otherwise not. So that is the essence of human being, to understand that what is the perfections. And none of the desire is beyond the desire of fundamental principle that I want to be happy. So to become happy, some may desire to be liberated, some may desire to become prime minister, some may desire to become presidents, some may choose to become a social worker, philanthropist, or altruist. Some may choose to merge in the body of Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Brahma Jyoti, Nirvishesha Brahma Jyoti. This is called Brahma Jyoti. Or some may take a variegated path to become Lord over material natures. So all these paths like jnana, karma, yoga, or any kind of material motives, if not taking the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, their perfection in those aspirations do not exist permanently. Even though they progress with their hard efforts, but they fall down. Why? Bhagavad Gita says that Mogha samogha karmano मोघ ज्ञान विचेतसः राक्षसीम् आसुरमिच्चैव प्रकृतिं मोहिनी आश्रितः because of themselves taking the shelter of three modes of material nature. So two things we discussed. Antaranga Shakti is Satchidananda. Bahiranga Shakti is Sattva, Raja and Tama. The mixture of these three modes of material nature creates the phantasmagoria of 14 different planetary system to travels to enjoy or suffers the guna. Guna guneshu vartante iti matta na sajjate. Because of the guna, a living entity is attached to self enjoyment. But a wise person who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead never fall in trap of that. So when aprapya mam nivartante mrityu sansara vartmani. But unfortunately, all these loka starting from Patala to Satyaloka are called mrityu sansara vartmani. Death is compulsory, and after death there is birth is compulsory. So repeated cycle of birth and death. Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu dhruva janma mritasya cha. So those who are taking the shelter of Sattva, Raja and Tama, they are illusioned Mohini by Mohini Prakriti, Mahamaya Shakti. So Prakriti Mohini Ashrita, because of taking shelter of Maya Shakti, they continuously desire for sense gratifications. They cannot see the truth beyond the sense gratification. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahe Tara Pravartan. Any kind of spiritual activities, any kind of spiritual goal cannot get to the perfection without taking the shelter of the energy of Krishna. So, what are the energy of Krishna? We must take shelter through the process of bhakti, Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, Dham, Avarana, Parikara, the associate of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The holy abode like Mathura, Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri, Navadip, Mayapur, where Lord exhibited his pastimes, gives us the remembrance that cure the disease of forgetfulness to Krishna. We have forgotten the relationship. Veda Shastra ka sambandha vidya prayojana. What is my relationship with Krishna? Am I a servant of Krishna who can message the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or who can serve the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead like Mother Lakshmi or Hanuman, or am I a friend of Krishna like Sudama, Subala, Madhumangal, or am I a friend or brother, or am I a parent of Krishna, or a conjugal lover of Krishna? So that is the relationship which you have forgotten since time immemorial. When we desired the happiness through sei sukha hetu jara mayate barila. Those who accepts Maya Devi for such pleasure. Sankhya ananta sukha tara prayojana. Anu Atma, because being a portion of, fragmental portion of Supreme Personality of Godhead, has the same ability to search for happiness or to remain in happiness. So living entity always looks for happiness, but for that reason if he accepts Maya Shakti, then he enters into this material world and suffer the repeated cycle of birth. But those wise devotees, sei sukha hetu jara Krishna te varila, parovyama dhame Krishna parisada rupete rahila. So who takes shelter of Brahma Devi or the Antaranga Shakti Yogamaya Shakti of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim asrita. So those who has taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they elevate themselves to the higher planetary systems, up to Golaka, Vrindavan. Then they offer loving devotional service, Madhurya, Prema Bhakti. They can enter to the highest planet of Golak Vrindavan, where they can serve eternally Supreme Personality of Godhead with the various loving devotional services. So that bhakti, which is the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the only giver. All others are ceremonial. Even though one may perform hard labors, so as explained in this sloka, the labors only remain. Since what is the achievement is his hard labor. Just like uh, people praises those who have undergone hard labor to attain certain goal, like becoming IAS. Even though he is not successful in getting IAS, people praises how he had worked so hard. Even after becoming that position, getting that position of IAS, also he has to still remain in that hardship, and anytime his position can be gone from his hand. Like prime minister, presidents, they have to work very hard, Krutsrena, very hard. So, Aruhya Krutsrena, get with great difficulty, but Patanti Adhaha. Not only they can fall down from their positions, but because of their ultimate goal of happiness is not attained, they are fall down. Even though they appear to be in higher positions than others, but because they are not aware of the fact that Bhakti Amam Abhijanati Jaban Jasasmi Tattva. Krishna Shakti Vinatar Nai Prabhupada. To know Krishna, to devote Krishna, to achieve any kind of perfections cannot happen without taking shelter of the energy of Krishna. What are that energy? Maybe Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, or his associates, Sadhu Sangha, are residing in Dhama. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtana Bhagavata Sravana Mathura Vasa Sri Murtira Sradaya Sevana. These are the 5 processes of accepting or taking shelter of the energy of Krishna. And without energy of Krishna, Krishna cannot be revealed. So any goal where Krishna is not available, such goal are mundane, futile. Vimukta maninaha. Those whose goal is not keeping Krishna in the center, so their perfection is meager. Meager means called a tucha, petty goals, like their perfection, so-called perfection. Maybe prime minister or presidents, because neither this body is remaining eternal nor the post is remaining eternal. So how long one can remain a president or prime minister, and how long this body can remain as getting all these material benefits, how long it can live. So any such perfections which is not bringing Krishna in the center, all are temporary. And what is the benefit of being temporarily great? The real greatness is that which never disappear or never lost. So the real greatness happen only by taking shelter of Krishna. Those who do not understand the science that the human form of life is meant to get the highest positions eternally, and that highest position is by not Abhimana. Ahankara, Abhimana, Asat Sang, Asat Jnana cannot give you the highest positions, but can build her to be in highest positions. In return, it takes you to the lowest position, Patanti Adhaha. Aruhya Krishna Patanti Adha. Even though you work so hard to get that positions, but very easily fall down. So that is the essence. Klesho adhikatarate sam abhyakta asakta chetasam. Nate viduhu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. Without the mercy of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, one can try to achieve any perfection in human form of life with his hard labor, but he cannot get that. Even though those who even try to attain the Brahman effulgence, impersonal Brahman or Shunyavada, so without taking devotional service, they cannot even attain that. Because dukkham aftu ajugataha, the process of yoga is very pleasing to a devotee in bhakti, because while practicing this devotional service, he enjoys the happiness of bhakti. But in other perfectioners, other paths, those who are following the path of impersonalism, they cannot attain the peace during the course of practicing their so-called mundane path of liberations. That's why it's one point is that it is difficult for them to sustain in their process of perfection. They fall down, again they try, fall down, try. Some put their retries for few times and then get frustrated, give up the path. So many people, most of the people gives up the path because of being failed after repeated retries. But still there are few fortunate who can keep on retrying and succeeded gradually, but takes a long time. So to achieve such understanding, a person must work very hard, undergo severe austerities for long time, up to millions of the years, and their hard labor, austerities themselves are only their achievement. What they can attain? They can attain Brahma Jyoti. And when again they may develop the attachment for enjoyment by becoming the Lord over material nature, then they fall down again to the material world. So there is no such achievement which can be achieved by anyone, whether in the path of jnana, karma, or mukti. Jnana, karma, or yoga. In all these paths, if it's not keeping Krishna, they are not in the right track. Without the shelter of bhakti, everything else becomes ceremonial. Like just you do the marriage ceremony, the commitment, the marriage between the mind between the husband and wife is not happening. Only the ceremony happening. So what is that marriage meaning? It is appearing that the marriage ceremony has performed. Husband and wife are officially married, but their mind are not married. So they are not married even though the marriage ceremony has happened. And it will be broken soon after. So what is the purpose then? So like that, when one do not understand the meaning and purpose of human form of life, is to become eternally connected to Supreme Personality of Godhead, eternally in the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, loving devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by that he can be eternally happy. Then the objective is met. Otherwise, if somebody is not getting the objective of his activities, then whole activity gone waste. Just like marriage gone waste, without real marriage happen between the mind of the bride and groom. Similarly, all the process of hard labor gone waste without accepting the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such mundane people who cannot take that understanding, though initially it is possible that our mind is agitated by material objects, but gradually, when we take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, we get purified. And bhakti is the process by which the knowledge get the absolute reality and get a purification. The mundane knowledge is purified to the transcendental knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The required knowledge is given by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dadami buddhi jogam tam jena mam upajanti te, who has taken the shelter of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They have been given the necessary knowledge required to offer the homage or do the first class devotional service by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nasayami Atmavasta Jnana Dipena Pasudha. So igniting with the knowledge that is required to offer first class devotional service is given by Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is being situated within our heart, guides us. Otherwise, those who are not taking this shelter, Mughasa, Mughakarmana, Mugha Jnana Vichitasaha, Rakhyasima Asuri Vichaiva Prakriti Mohini Asita, being taken shelter into the Mohini Prakriti, there are all such hankerings or claims to become great are baffled. So, the example here given is that Aravindaksya, the lotus feet, the lotus eyes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, lotus can only be visible in the daytime, not in the night time. So, Ajnana Andhakara. The bhakti, if you lacks the process of the bhakti, the so-called knowledge we practice is called the mundane material knowledge, speculative knowledge. So-called knowledge is darkness only. So even though one speculates for the path of knowledge or the path of karma or yoga, if he is not taking the shelter of Aravindaksya, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he will be in darkness. And in darkness, no one can ever possible to see the lotus or the lotus form of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pankaja Angraha. Pankaja Angraha means lotus feet of Lord, or Pankaja Lochana. So, the process explained that one must smear the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana Nasantaha Sadaiva Hrudayesu Vilakayanti. Smear the love of Godhead. Just like when our eyes need to get clear vision, it should be applied with some anjana regularly to keep it safe from dust and environmental pollutions. Then our eyes remain clear. So to free our heart from impurities, we should apply the Bhakti Rupaka Anjana. Anjana. By that, when the eyes of heart, it's not this to materialize which can see Supreme Personality of Godhead. The devoted heart is the eye to see Supreme Personality of Godhead. Saddaha Sadaivu Hrudaya Suvilokayanti. They can see from the heart, not from the two eyes. So one can see Supreme Personality of Godhead being situated within the heart by the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead, through which one can know Supreme Personality of Godhead as He is. So even though this path of devotional service is a long journey, but by taking shelter of bhakti, sometimes one may get fall down from this path of bhakti, but whatever little endeavor he has done to achieve that is preserved by Supreme Personality of Godhead. and that little endeavor can save him from the greatest danger in life. Sholpam apyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Even greatest of the danger can be eradicated by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can be saved. So the most sublime path of bhakti or the basic principles of Krishna consciousness must be followed without any fear. Even though due to some reason he fall down from the path and not able to continue, in the next life he will start from where he left. They all are preserved. The science of Krishna consciousness are starting with four basic principles as explained in 9.34 and 18.65. Manmana bhava madbhakto. Madjaji mam namaskuru. So think that what Lord wanted from you, do that. Manmana. What Lord is expecting from you, you do that. Or you always think in your mind the transcendental name, form, activities and pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is called Manmana. Matmana. Whatever I want, you do. Whatever Krishna wants, he has explained in Bhagavad Gita. You do that. That is Matmana. And you think always about Krishna. His holy name, his holy form, his transcendental pastimes, associated with his devotees. That way one can become Matmana. Madhbhava Madhbhakto, become my devotee. Madhjaji, worship me and offer your homages, pranam, dhanavad, any kind of service to Lord. That is the sublime process of Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, when one do not take shelter of this process of bhakti, they, even though they appear to be taken the path of jnana or karma, if there is no bhakti, they are not eligible to listen this highest process of devotional service. Na chata atapaskaya na abhaktaya kadachana. Those who are non-austere, those who are non-devotee. The mam cha obviously, those who are envious to Krishna, they cannot take up this path of Krishna consciousness. Even though they appear to be very knowledgeous or very austere, though they are claiming themselves to the great, some claim themselves to be God. Because of their enviousness, they are incapable of beholding the love in their heart. So, because of enviousness in place, they are baffled by the external energy, and all of their such mundane effort is baffled. But those who positively took shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they remain eternally happy and enjoy the transcendental bliss by becoming fully joyful. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na Sachati Nakankhati Sama Sarvesu Bhutesu Madhbhakti Labhate Pram. That is the process that one, when transcendentally realize Supreme Personality of Godhead by the sublime process of accepting devotional service through Manmana Bhava Madhbhakta Madhjaji Nam Namaskuru, he can gradually elevate himself from little joy state to fully joyful state called Brahma Bhuta Prasnatma. At that state, he will not have to lament or desire for anything because of getting the eternal transcendental pleasure. He will be fully placed in the state where he will be remain equal to all the state of happiness, distress, suffering, pleasure, and he will be equally disposed to every living entity. Samaha sarvesu bhutesu. And that is the first class devotional service. And when one get that first class devotional service in this very life, he get Krishna. He can see Krishna. चौदिगे देखे ना देखे तारा मूर्ति सर्वत्र है तार इष्ट देव स्मृति चैतन्य चरितमृत wherever he sees he do not see the sattva rajatama, he sees the presence of Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastam. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in every atom and every molecule. By that, he never become away from Supreme Personality. Sacha me na prasati, he never for a second get disconnected or get free from the vision of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And for that devotee, full in Krishna consciousness, enter into the kingdom of Godhead. Even at this state of material world also is freed from the material vision, just like a lotus leaf is not attached to the water because of it is being waterproof. Similarly, a devotee can remain Tattva Raja Tama proof from three modes of material nature by becoming completely pure devotee, completely free from all impurities. That should be the only objective of human form of life. Any other goal a person take in his life is considered to be petty goal or secondary goal that may not make him happy, even though it appears to be happy for some time. He cannot be happy for all time. He cannot become the fundamental inquiry. I want to be always happy. It will never be achieved without devotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu, from the class. So, any questions? I have devotees, please, or ask Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Can you conclude?
Yes, Prabhu.
Jai Gantra Srimad
Yes,
Bhagavata.
Hare Krishna, Krota Prabhu. Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Guru.
Prabhuji, thank you for the nice class. Prabhu, my was one request was there to the moderator that those who are regularly participating in the class to include them in one WhatsApp group and send the weekly schedule, because the verses are not one by one, but sometimes at a time 3 verses